Hello everybody, welcome back to Noobs&Nats, the newest D&D channel on the block. And in the background we have the illustrious Dustin Durkee. He's not going to do much this video, he's just kind of going to be a sloth in the background. We also have our logo, our new logo. Durkee, you want to rub it? Tell us what you guys think about that. Tell us what you guys think about our intro too. We think it's really cool. We kind of think the intro is a little bit cheap. The music's kind of weird, but I think it looks pretty cool overall. So, yeah, we might change the music up soon. So, what we're gonna do here today is, because the first episode got deleted, we're going to recap the first episode of the Chronicles, so that by the time we start, you guys who are interested in watching it have a good foundation of what's gonna happen, or what's happening. So yeah, and I know we promised a one shot today instead of this. But we did the one shot and it turned out kind of like a bleh. So we're not gonna post it. We are, however, after this intro gets over, we're going to post a compilation of clips from that one shot that we thought were the best or funny or whatever, and that'll follow on the same video. It'll follow the recap. So stay tuned for that. So basically, just like I explained, we're here to recap the Chronicles of the Kronosphere episode 1. So I'm pulling up my notes. We have, so we started with the players, and we did these one-shots about a month prior, and we started with these players, and they were just being, like, they ended off with, they were going into this, like, portal-esque thing, and they were being consumed by this, like, white energy, and then it covered them, and that was the end of the one-shots for all of them. So we started where they all woke up in this place that they didn't recognize. As their vision started to come to, they recognized there was other people in the room. Each person saw 5 other people, so there were 6 people total. And of course, the 5 people are our players, and there was 1 extra, which he introduced himself as Zed, and they now call him Zero. Upon some introduction and stuff, he has shown that he is able to he's able to manipulate time in the space that they're in. He's able to mess with it and, fast forward things, rewind things, completely stop things, stuff like that. He's shown a few different times that he is pretty powerful in comparison to our Mighty 5 right now. So yeah, he explained a little bit later that the reason they're all there is for this, that their objective is to stop Kronos. And if you don't follow like mythology and stuff, Kronos is the god of time. As I've explained, it's a time themed campaign. Kronos is starting to go rotten, just like he did in like traditional stories. Like he ate like live babies and stuff. So pretty rough guy. He is so he's starting to manipulate time into his own like benefit. He doesn't care about consequences and stuff. He's just starting to do bad things to benefit himself. And Zero is a person who was sent to start the world, to shape the world that they're on now. There is a multiverse, which they will explore, and they have explored a little bit of it already, but he has shown them that there is multiple different like types of realities, and he's in there. They're in his reality now. They all came from different realities, though. But Zero was placed to it was around he was a part of Adam and Eve, for instance. It was like a colony of timeless beings, and Kronos saw that they weren't as useful as he thought they would, and then he wiped them, except for Zero was the only one that survived, and he escaped, and since then he's been figuring out a way to stop Kronos, and that's why he gathers these guys. And upon them being there, he knows, or he has told them that he has worked with them multiple different times, and he has failed multiple different times with different versions of them. In the one shot that we did, which we could put a little clip in there, they found out that they were playing an alternate reality version of themselves. For example, Oliver in this one shot, he was still the same soul, but he was in a different life. He was Elo. What's your full name?
Elwin's Haverstead.
There you go. Evelyn's. I'm not gonna remember that for the campaign, but there you go. Um, so yeah, they found that out,
Just keep doing your thing.
and
Just shut up. You're my space.
yeah, so they found that out, and they uh, quickly learned of their objective and stuff, and um, it kind of shows how much Zero knows about our heroes already, as he's worked with them multiple different times, and he even claims in the one shot that we or in the episode one that he thinks this is the one. He's failed with them many times, but he thinks this is the diamond in the rough, that this one's gonna work, just because of how everything's lining up. There's a lot of questions about, and it got confusing about like time flow and stuff, and
You're my brain.
it was like the if you changed the past, like if they went back and they eliminated Kronos, then that past then becomes your future. So something else happens that causes it to happen. Uh, so yeah, they can't just like go back in time and like. So what their objective is, what they found out is that they have to get sent back to certain time periods in certain parts of the multiverse, affect something that causes a chain reaction to something and something and something, and then they're gonna do it. So basically, it's like they could do all these things that takes them multiple weeks, but in reality, it takes like 2 seconds to get them all done. But it doesn't feel like 2 seconds. Um, so they're gonna go around and they're gonna do all these objectives to basically off kilter Kronos, so that he doesn't, so that he's like, oh, what's going on, and then, boom, that's when they're gonna hit him, right? So that's what they found out their objective is. Yeah, they all got pretty acquainted. They started talking. They started figuring out stuff more about each other, which they're not like comfortable around each other yet. So it's gonna be like the next few episodes will still depict that. Um, Thank you. They were all given these items, and they were given items to help them on their journey. And so, like for example, this guy behind me, I'm trying to pick his nose. So where's his nose? I can't.
You got a big finger.
I do have a big. Yeah, that doesn't work. Anyways, he was given this revolver, and the revolver, what it does is it shoots. It has 6 bullets, which are not bullets, but it'll be explained later. They have 6 bullet-esque objects, and when he shoots a creature or an object with it, it freezes for a certain duration. Or he can shoot all 6 at the ground at once or at an object at once, and it'll freeze a radius around where he shot. So there's that. And his the next person we have is Moriko. She is they'll do character descriptions at the start of the next episode. But she was given a quiver of weather controlling arrows. The quiver itself doesn't harness the ability if she wants the ability of the different weather, and it's thunder, acid, lightning, fire, and ice. She has to expose the arrowheads to the certain type of weather. So say it be she has to dip it into a fire pit, or she has to leave it outside in a storm and hope it gets struck by lightning, stuff like that. Or they also discovered that if they produce enough noise, they can replicate the thunder. So it's just creativity in that aspect. And then the arrow just simply holds the energy, or the quiver simply holds the energy. And then to retrieve hers, or no, sorry, I did that twice now. And then they got the blink ring, which was given to Thrax. Thrax is able to avoid the base of like what it says on paper is he's able to avoid attacks of opportunity, 3 charges. But there's a huge opportunity window there. He can back out of, he can auto succeed dexterity saving throws. He can go through walls and stuff like that. It's crazy what the blink ring can do. And and then the next one is we have Corbs, and Corbs were how they got into this realm in the first place. They are little marbles, little white and blue marbles that you throw at the ground or you step on and they break, and then this portal opens up and you walk through it, and it takes them to the Zero realm. Uh, that was given to Como, and he was also given an object to make more, but there can only be 2 in the cylinder at once, and it can only make 1 per 12 hours. So limited use. And then the last one we got was a necklace of aging, and that was given to one of our heroes, Franz. And he discovered that when you touch something, it ages it, or he can, like when he's wearing it, obviously it's touching him, so he can manipulate how he looks. It doesn't affect the durability or the speed or anything of whatever. So if you go up to a creature and you make it 80 years old, it can still move like it's 20 or whatever age it was previously. So yeah, there's that. And that's all the items. And then they found out that Kronos has been tracking Zero for a while, but he hasn't been quite able to pinpoint him. And he needed them to go back and steal their own items so that so that Kronos can't track Zero. He would just track these 5 individuals and think, oh, whatever, it's just these people taking items, So that's where we started, and we started with Thrax. He went back, and they were walking through this woods until they eventually stumbled upon a swamp-like area, and they got in a fight with this troll-esque woman who had the blink ring on, and she was, around, and then she conjured 2 mud beings, humanoids, and they fought a little bit, and Thrax eventually took the blink ring for himself, and so that was successful. A portal opened up, they went back, and then we went to Mr. Tap, and he got in a pretty epic shootout. So they went to a saloon, and one thing I want to say, because I thought this scene was super important for the grand scheme, was when they were outside of the saloon, they were all like, oh, this man is a lizard and this is a giant bird. People are going to freak out that we're in here. Are you reaching for me?
Yeah.
And they were like, people are going to freak out that we're in here. But what I decided to do is that a man walked out, and he didn't think anything of their presence, because I wanted to do that to depict just how vast the multiverse is, and there's so many other universes that this kind of stuff is just normal, and they're kind of closed-minded, and that's something they might have to get over eventually. But that also might be an obstacle they have to overcome in a world they go to. So, yeah, and then they went inside the saloon eventually, and Como lost his virginity, which was a big celebratory moment. He had bird sex, and Oliver went up to the bar and started talking to a man named William, and they noticed very quick that they had each other's revolver, and they were both kind of like, oh, that's mine, no, that's mine, no, that's mine, And then Mr. Oliver tried to persuade him to give it up easily, and then he was kind of drunk, William was, so he was just kind of like, no, let's go have a shootout for it. So they went outside, they had their shootout. It was kind of crazy. The way we decided to do it was I said, okay, let's both roll a d20, and see who gets the highest number, and that's obviously who wins. This is no lie, you can even ask the man back there. We both, on the first roll, got a natural 1. It was ridiculous. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
2 natural ones,
Natural one.
which is crazy. But, so obviously we rolled again. I kind of flavored it like, they both shot and they missed or whatever. It was a pretty cool moment, all in all. And they went to shoot again. This time Oliver scored higher. And William froze in place. Oliver walked up, and as William was starting to move, he shot him again, so he's frozen again. He takes the revolver, and that mission was successful. Maybe in a podcast in the future, something we can get more into detail on that scene, because it was a really good scene. I really liked it. So now the last item they were able to get to of the session was Moriko's, and Moriko, like I said, had that weather quiver, and the portal was made. They walked through it, and they heard chanting, a lot of loud crowd and stuff like that, and they're in this big arena, and they got this big fight with this humanoid who was like water, it looked like, and upon the fight, she immediately summoned these big firewalls and these big ice walls, and it was very clear that she could control weather and stuff like that around her. But they beat her pretty easy. Some of them took a little bumps, but they did pretty good. So she was destroyed. No, stop. So is that funny?
Yeah.
So she was defeated. They were able to find the quiver. They took the quiver, and they were sent back. That pretty much wraps up the main gist of the session. Little really fast recap. They woke up in the Zero Realm, met Zero. He told them their motive. They were given items. They had to retrieve the items themselves. Pretty much that's all it is. And I'm sure, it might seem kind of confusing now, but as, new episodes come out, the players are almost definitely, they're not blindly like, oh, this is what we accept now, they're going to be asking more questions and stuff. So this kind of stuff will be answered. But the last thing that happened in that session, they all went to sleep. And when they went to sleep, they saw this green energy. It was also stated, I totally missed out on that, colors in this campaign have a pretty big importance. So blue is a representation for Zero, while green is representation for Kronos. Oliver back there almost touched the green about a few times. So yeah, they know to stay away from this bright green, like it's like a super bright, like neon green almost. Like it's not something you'd see, like it's not like a regular like drink would look like, or a car. It's like a vibrant green. But when they were all sleeping, they saw this energy harness itself of green and like green and silvery almost. And then there was this tall man in front of them, and they couldn't move. There's this tall man, and he wore these what? Oh, there's this man, and he was in this like nice silver armor, silver gold, and then the green was even across his face. Which that'll be the start of the next session, so that'll be in more description as well. So basically, if you're not catching on what I'm saying, they had sleep paralysis and Kronos was in front of them. Which, if you need a little bit more walk, it's showing that he knows about the plan now. He's there. He knows what's going on. So that was basically everything that happened in the session. Please, any questions, comment them. I can answer them 100%. Let us know any questions you might have, just so when episode 2 does come out, there's no like, oh, I don't get why this is happening, like what this even means. So it was a pretty detailed episode. It was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. What'd you think?
Pretty dope.
You sound like Billy.
I have to.
It's the worst DM ever.
Wow. But yeah, it's gonna wrap it up. The recap.
I should have just had a mic back here. I should have plugged this one in and had a mic sitting back here so I can just talk into it.
But yeah, that's gonna wrap up the recap. As promised, as to follow this, we're gonna have a little compilation of clips from the one shot, and to give some insight on why the one shot would have been relevant in the future. I wouldn't have like straight out came and said this, but I have to now. I'm kind of my hands forced. Is in the one shot, Zero appears and he captures this man. This man's name is Malvanzana, and this will later be the patron to this guy. So that'll be explained later. Maybe we could throw in a little clip at the end of like him getting captured or whatever. But the end was just kind of this cluster of like what's going on. They were like playing with tentacle. It was you might see it.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna see it.
So yeah, that's gonna end it here. We'll have that recap to follow, and see you guys later. We're gonna start here, and we have our players. As you can see, we have a mix of characters from around the board. We have, of course, Miss Kenzie. We have Anna, our special guest Chase, brand new to D&D, so he's gonna have some fun. We have Mr. Stormith, and last but not least, the illustrious Dustin Durkee. And yeah, so they are going to go.
So I'm stripping this priest, right?
don't wipe his ass.
No,
That sounds like a really dumb joke.
That's
So I'm stripping this priest, right?
No.
Can we like start writing down like? Okay, yeah.
So, I'm stripping this priest. I got the dwarf in my hand. I say, Joshua, come here. I put the dwarf down, and I'm like, come here. And then I just like wrap him a new loincloth. nice, nice and dry, but
This man is shredded.
It's like fucking Master Roshi over here.
His name is Hugh, man.
Absolutely jacked.
so
I was thinking like boomy.
boom, just fucking girth.
Fucking Master Roshi.
That's a sexy old man right
I
there.
was gonna say, whoa.
Era. You
Yeah.
take, when you ripped it off, you just do these super chiseled.
I'm like,
sparkling.
no, it's just like, fuck. I'm just like, damn.
It's like, oh, it is so
Everyone has
good.
to avert their eyes from the whole thing.
Oh,
With the white guy and the black guy. I'm not racist, I
Yes,
swear to God.
that.
Oh,
Was that?
I mean, you heard him spout a bunch of different like names that you didn't necessarily recognize. So, this could have been one possibly,
Sure.
but nothing you like attached to. You know?
Latin words sound weird anyway.
So he's like, it's kind of at a point where he's getting frustrated because she's starting to look a little like confused, and he's like, after every word, he's like, huh? And then he watches, look at me, and he's like starting to use the stick to like cane over, and then he gets down next to him with his guy.
just a naked old man.
Chiseled as hell.
Fucking
Might I add?
ripped.
Are you guys all gonna?
Yeah, I just like get out my shield. I'm like, the fuck's going on? You know?
Okay. But you can all start to hear it gets a little bit louder. It's sounds like some wind or something.
Sorry, it sounded like a fuse. I thought it was maybe another bomb.
But
I'm gonna take a rock and throw it towards the church.
sure.
Boom.
No. You're all just now laying there awkwardly, like
With an old
Josh
naked
is
man.
kind of like overall. You like, but
Oh, it still smells.
Ew.
but you notice there's some like feces like caked to his leg.
Feces.
And the
You,
old
like,
man
wipe
just.
it off with the old.
No, I just changed his pants or his loincloth.
This is that
Dude,
crazy to
she-
you? This like average age woman just changed an average huge man's diaper.
Yeah.
Is that not normal?
I'm not a human woman, I'm a dragonborn.
Oh, this dragon just changed a giant man's diaper.
Was it big?
I don't know how to.
I didn't look, I'm too holy for that. I was like this, look at. You know, I'm just too
Well,
holy.
did it bump into your
When,
hand?
Fucking no.
when you guys are like whispering about that as you're still laying down, you both look up at Josh. He's like, he pulls out this javelin.
We kill him.
Oh no.
It's so good. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's so
Do you have anything that calms
this is
people?
how this is how sports players.
Me?
Yeah. What?
And as you say that, he kind of gets off his defense and he goes to touch it. Do you just hold it still, or do you kind of bring it back as he's getting toward it?
Hold it still.
Okay, he goes in, and
What the fuck?
Smirk at him.
he gets back in his station, and he's gonna take a swipe at you. Wait, we have to hear your cry.
Keep in mind, one hand's got a flaming grace.
So he's just like, I just imagined every time. I just imagine he's like, oh, I just imagined he was like, and then like as he's bringing it down, he's like,
No, I was thinking like, ooh, ah.
And it's just like this burn.
you take fire damage.
Is that looks like a 19 to me? Yeah, that looks like a 19. Yeah.
Succeeds.
0 damage.
So,
Cause I'm just that. No.
Please tell me.
watch as he.
Can I like dodge into the both of them?
Yeah. Just push me out of the way.
You watch as he collects this purple matter, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, even bigger than the last one. And he winds up. But right when it's coming towards you, you both go to cower a little bit. You're starting to get out of you're kind of just like, and then because you know how bad this hurts, and you are like, you look over and you see him cowering, and you're starting to jump out of the way, but make a perception check for me. Chase, you want to make one too?
23.
Nat
18.
20.
18.
18.
23.
Perfect. You watch as right when this ball is being hurled toward you, you kind of like look through your fingers and you're kind of like ready to get out of the way. Right as it's being hurled toward you, you can see first, and then followed by you two, you can see this green streak, and it collides with the ball, and the ball is just sitting there floating right in front of your faces. And you both, as you turn to see the source, you first look at him, and he's like, and then you turn back, and you watch this man.
I like how every single person is devolved into
but as you turn around and you look, through the same tunnel system that you see this man, a bald man with kind of stubbly facial hair. Got kind of a, you can see around his silhouette is this blue and whitish energy, and then as you start to look around, you can see this big rift behind him, this big portal-esque thing, and he's like walking up. He's not like buff, but he's kind of like skinny and lean. And you look, and he's holding this smoking revolver. You get it?
I got it.
And he's like aims, and he brings it back down, and he looks over, and he sees. Did he say anything?
Do it. I don't
I
think
know you want to do it.
As he's looking at all of you, you all seem familiar. You guys have noticed this dude's accent has changed. Like,
I would like to intimidate him. To be
you're trying to intimidate him. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
I'm gonna start taking
This
the
is so
tentacle,
many stupid rolls in a row.
Using my mage hand, I'm gonna like make the tentacles start wrapping around my neck and be like,
You two roll for insight on that real quick.
Okay.
oh, should I make a deception check?
19,
Yeah, sure.
19 on insight on that.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Oh, please. That is 22 for deception.
Roll for insight, Chase.
Oh my god.
So you pretty quickly like. I hope I have a good idea. If he gets it, please fail it, please.
20.
What'd you get?
22.
So you think he's getting attacked right now? You trudge over. You just. You look at him. He's still like. Ah!
I'm just gonna start laughing.
In the middle of this, that's when I seduce him.
You go up while they're being a zoo exhibit.
I'm gonna just start laughing, and then I'm gonna take the end of the tentacle and like.
What do you want to say or do? Because you can't arm wrestle anymore. Because you ran out
What? Oh, do you mean like...
for seduction. You gotta perform something. What do you want to do?
Hey, baby. You come here often?
I'll give him the good old chicken dance.
You're not Kobo.
Might as well be.
Maybe it's a past life.
No, it's a future life.
Insert Illuminati meme.
Is
Future
a
Durkee.
current life.
Or
What do you want from me?
current life.
So what? Wait, 1d20 or 2d20s? What, is it advantage or not?
The chicken dance. You are not a bird right now, so not with advantage.
Oh, so okay, is that what I'm stuck to now?
You can go back to roleplay, by the way.
Is that what I'm stuck to now that I said it?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't change it. You're chicken dancing.
I
hope you know-
borrow a metal d20.
I hope you know if you get higher than a 15, which is just the DC I'm giving this, you have to get up and do a chicken dance.
Deal.
Okay.
Can I have a metal d? Can I use that?
Here. No, use mine. They roll good.
Okay.
Can I slap him back with the tentacle?
Tentacle fight. Just imagine, I've got like the severed one. I'm just like, ah, and then he's got like 2 more. Then he's like, ah.
I'm not looking at it.
You know-
I'm not looking at it.
What is it?
It's an out
Yeah.
one.
That's a 19.
Wait, can the camera see him? Can the camera see him? Alright, do your chicken dance.
Oh
I was
yeah.
gonna zoom in quick. That was beautiful.
Now you have to be into it.
What is this shit?
This is what happens. This is late night D&D, man.
This brings improv to a whole.
This is late night
New
D&D,
level.
man.
He's gonna look at you and like scan you and watch you this whole time. What is that?
Just came to me. In the heat of the moment. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me.
I am very sorry, but I do not have time for sexual encounters.
The time travel makes time jokes. Fuck you.
You know that's who he is.
That's me as the player. The time travel makes time jokes.
That's
Fuck you.
a joke metagame.
I'm gonna metagame jokes, motherfucker.
But yeah, he like
Just make sure the next time you meet me, whether it be in this life or the next,
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy to make a bow, 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 bow.
you've had thaumaturgy this whole time.
Yeah.
Dang.
I've been saving it for the perfect moment.
give me a little extra.
I've been feeling
Special.
shy, baby.
Special welcome.
Trying to
this
hold
will
back
not be
this
the last time
feeling
we meet.
for so long.
And he is going to walk over beyond your tentacle fight and
Well, as soon as he walks away, I'm gonna like slap him on the ass.
Ow! I feel good. I knew that I would.
you go to slap and he turns around.
I'm using the tentacles as a microphone, by the way. I feel good.
He's gonna pull out the wand.
I knew that I would. And I want to like start shimmying closer.
I would
I
like to
slapped
roll
his
to
ass with
contest
the
this.
tentacle.
He puts them both away.
I would like to.
I'm
roll
not trying to
contest
seduce.
that.
I'm trying to get him to run back
to
in your
contest
direction.
him stopping my hand.
He didn't stop it.
Oh.
After you hit, he.
So good.
And then he hears him.
Bounce. So
And
good.
he's like Mexican
I got
standoff.
it, you. Bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna get real close.
Is
Be like,
zero?
I feel nice. Look at him.
I have seen you die so many times.
Like sugar and spice.
Kinky.
You too.
I feel nice.
He's gonna like
Like sugar and spice.
approach you and he's gonna grab the tip of the tentacle. Oliver. And he's gonna walk off and he's going to which yeah you have no clue what he means.
That's a
Juicy.
that's a dumb name, Oliver. Who the fuck names their kid that? What an asshole.
He's going to
I feel bad.
you guys
I
give
hate
me a
you.
hand.
No, fuck you. Get out of here.
Give me a hand.
Fuck you.
Give me a hand.
Fuck you.
Give me a hand. He's gonna reach for your hand. Do you like jerk away?
I just ignite my blowtorch finger.
So, he's super like finesse. Like he just kind of and grabs it, and it feels really good once he grabs it. And he's like, and you feel your hand doesn't have that like numbness and rawness around this area anymore.
We're never fist bumping ever.
You can see pops out this blue bowl sized.
Dude, is that a blue bowl? Can I have it? I'm gonna try and grab it.
But I mean, as you're making your way over there, he pops it open. You can see
Hey.
just two.
Zero, you wanna hear a joke before you leave?
What?
What's red and holds water?
He's gonna look at you. A red bucket.
Very good. What's blue and holds water?
What?
A blue or no, fuck,
this
a
point-
red bucket disguise.
At this point, as you're telling your joke the whole time, he's like looking at you and he's pulling out this like.
Wait, I will dash and use a key point to dash as a bonus action to get there fast enough to grab this out of his hands.
So he pulls out this marble-looking like sized object, and it like illuminates pretty bright. It's it's like white and blue, and right when he's going to throw, I about said Como, Oslo like reaches his hand out right on his like wrist, and his hand like you don't really feel it like you feel it for a second, and then you just kind of feel like your fingers like pinching, like and you gather his hand's not in your grasp anymore, almost like it just went through you, and you watch him throw this at the ground, and this big like 7-foot portal opens up.
Wait.
7-8-foot portal.
I'll jump into it.
Can I persuade him to give me a kiss goodbye?
Hey, Zero.
Roll the dice.
What's brown and sticky?
I hope this gets deleted so you can upload it.
That's a 15.
What's brown and sticky, Zero? Zero.
What?
What's brown and sticky? What? A stick.
What do you want to say to try to get him to give you a kiss goodbye?
Where's my kiss goodbye, babe?
Touching me. Touching you.
Do a little ballerina spin and approach him.
Touching
As,
me.
As
Touching you. Sweet.
he looks at you and then he kind of maneuvers around you because you're like on his side. He kind of just and you watch as his body enters this portal, and he just and then as soon you try to like go into it, but as soon as his fingertips leave, you and it's closed, and he's gone.
Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum.
All right, well that's gonna end the probable worst
That was the best.
ending
That's
that I've
D&D,
ever
folks.
seen.
Though that was so
I
many
could kill
rolls
myself
in a
since I
row
didn't
that
get that
caused
kiss.
Yeah.
that to work out in any way.
Yeah,
shape,
you
or
let our moral compasses leave, or at least one of them.
So
He let me get the final kill. I was pretty attracted after that.
Should I sing more? Why do you build me up, Buttercup baby, just to let me down?
anyways, stuff it.
Oh, he's back, boys! That was Zero's accent. Let's go.
So that was the one shot. Now it's going to be a hell of a stretch to explain how that makes any sense in our universe. But
Have
yeah,
fun theory crafting that.
it works. It's there.
But who knows?
Yeah, so that is in place of the first episode of Chronicles Kronosphere. Yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really weird. It was supposed to turn out differently, but people had to leave early and stuff, which completely unbalanced what I'd planned. So we still got the end goal of what we needed. So don't judge too hard on that. But Chronicles Kronosphere is like tenfold better than this, I promise. So next month, 1 month from now, you'll get a pristine episode. And that's gonna end
You'll
it here.
realize how juicy all that information was.
You'll be like, oh.
But that's just a theory.
Game theory.
You can't do it.
Special thanks to our special guest, Mr. Chase. You can't see he's off camera right now.
It's not Josh. Josh is the other boy.
Look at him.
That is
Look at
not
his
Josh.
face.
That's Chase.
That is Chase.
Chase, anything you want to say to the channel?
How much fun you had here tonight?
Like, subscribe. Thanks for having me, Durkee.
But
Skate fast.
I didn't
smoke
just
grass,
run this
and eat ass.
entire shit show.
No, don't thank him. You're welcome.
Whatever.
You're welcome.
Last time you're on the channel.
I'll put you in my campaign. It's fine.
All right, that's gonna do it for tonight because it's really late.
It is really late.
See you guys later.
Bye.
3, 2, 1. Thanks everybody for watching that one shot, like the little clips and stuff. In the background we have headless, lustrous Dustin Hercules.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we hope you guys enjoyed those clips. Sorry we didn't post the whole one shot. We didn't feel like it belonged on the channel. It was fun though. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for the episode 2. Next week a Natcast with your boy being questioned, and then the week after that,
The big ol' loser.
next episode of his campaign.
Yee.
That's gonna complete it.
Yee.
You click share.
Do we? Hey! Actually, before you leave,
Huh?
should we do like podcasts like this?
Yeah,
Like, do you guys like this? And then we can have a guest like sit right here,
yes.
or I can scoot the couch over. They can sit next to me, but that
That
sounds
is
much fun.
Perfect. New Natcast setup? Question mark?
Stop with the glasses.
See you boys later.